Hello and welcome to Galata Plus. In this video review episode, we're going to talk about Altaf Salim's Odum Kudira Chadum Kudira with Fahad Fasil and Kalyani Priyadarshan. The film is an ambitious misfire. The film uses mental illness as a blueprint for its screenplay, but 2.5 hours of free association and absurdism is a lot to handle. The rest of this review may contain spoilers.
Mritu towels from Ramraj, premium cotton and bamboo towels. Super soft, super absorbent.
Summer holidays vandachu, நம்ம GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
பாரம்பரியமான சுவையான புது அறிமுகம் KTV True Value Bronatile.
In Nyandigulude Natil Oru Idavela, Altaf Salim proved that you could tell a cancer story with comedy. In Odum Kudira Chadum Kudira, the writer-director gets even more ambitious. The narrative revolves around a bunch of severely dysfunctional people. Some of them are depressed and lonely. Someone has weight issues. Someone says that they exist in a state between dreams and reality. The stars on the poster are Fahad Fasil and Kalyani Priyadarshan. They play AB and Nidhi, who are soon to be married. But the real star of the film is a broad spectrum of mental health issues. AB's brother calls Nidhi completely insane. He might say the same about everyone, from the major character Lal plays to the lady at the dining table who just can't stop laughing. The film did not work for me, but before I begin to say why, huge respect for everyone involved for even trying such a thing. When does a movie become too much? Or let's break it down a bit. When does a sequence become too much? This is very subjective, of course, but take the opening stretch when Nidhi comes to AB's home at night because she has had a dream that AB should arrive at their wedding on a horse and wearing a floral sherwani, North Indian style. Now, finding this combination, horse plus sherwani, at the last minute, that itself is a possibility for madcap humor with emphasis on the mad. But Altaf keeps adding to it. We get references to Ranbir Kapoor and Ranveer Singh. We get a bout of diarrhea. One way to look at this is to say that Altaf is building a world that is as mad as his characters, which allows the characters to do whatever, whenever, however. That bout of diarrhea could be a metaphor for how uncontrollable everything is. Another way to see Odum Kudira is to wonder whether screenplays need to be medicated as well. Just like people with mental health issues require external help, does a screenplay need to be reined in? Otherwise, isn't it just indulgence? Now, depending on your sense of humor, some of the jokes might just work. AB works at a furniture store, and after he assembles a dining table, the man who has made the purchase climbs on the dining table and crawls across it as though this were the most natural thing to do on a dining table. Much later, at another dining table, this time at a Chinese restaurant, a family crawls under the table and holds a mini convention. I laughed loud at the way a silly kulfi joke was delivered. Now, the following is not exactly a joke, but I love the stretch where a magic lollipop ends up creating a Christmas miracle. It's like reading something Charles Dickens wrote while high on meth, and you're going to realize the fullness of the design only later. A lot of Odum Kudira might come together in hindsight, but while watching the film, I felt restless. I wish I had cared about something or someone. At one point, we hear about the yellow dress code for a wedding, and we know about AB's dream of a mango milkshake. I wish that these colors had connected in a way that was more heartfelt than just clever. Altaf keeps all the reveals for the final stretch, and until then, we are left with bits like this. AB exercises in the middle of the night. Nidhi faints in AB's arm, and somebody thinks it's a dance practice. Nidhi's father says he's a javelin thrower. AB's father cracks a pun using the words coma and comma, as in the punctuation. Just like Nivin Pauli's weight became a source of humor in Nyandigulude, Fahad Fasil's hairline becomes the object of a few cracks. In the middle of all this, the sudden death of a character passes by as randomly as everything else. I don't want to be left in tears, but I do want the shock that comes with the realization that not everyone who smiles is really happy. After all, mental illness does not announce itself with a label on the forehead. I didn't know what to make of the performances because everyone seems to be doing their own thing in their own meter, but the main thing in Odum Kudira is the structure. Towards the end, we get a line that says there is no logic to dreams. Well, sure, but a screenplay needs at least dream logic, if not the real thing. The dream logic works beautifully in the scenes set in an amusement park. Each time, the scene gets bigger and we understand more to the extent that we can hope to understand dream logic. Had the film not been so long, it might have worked. But 2 hours of non-stop absurdism is a lot to take before arriving at the last half hour of explanation when a lot of the loose ends end up tied together. This is where you say things like, oh, so that's what those binoculars are supposed to signify. But by then, you may be too tired to care. And that's it about Odum Kudra Chadam Kudra. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galata Plus and see you soon at the movies.
Mritu towels from Ramraj, premium cotton and bamboo towels. Super soft, super absorbent.
சம்மர் ஹாலிடேஸ் வந்தாச்சு, நம்ம ஜிடி ஹாலிடேஸும் வந்தாச்சு. ஜிடி ஹாலிடேஸ், சவுத் இந்தியாஸ் #1 டிராவல் பிராண்ட்.
பாரம்பரியமான சுவையான புது அறிமுகம் KTV True Value Groundnut Oil.